Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to The Stranger is My Friend reading and celebration. Today's book is about home, story, and immigrant experience. The Stranger is My Friend is Inlandia's latest collection of writing. It's written by Afghan women and children refugees, and as you're going to see, it's full of heart. So Inlandia is a literary nonprofit organization that serves the Inland Empire with literary events just like this one. My name is Christina Guillen. I am Programs Coordinator for Inlandia, and it's my pleasure to introduce this event. It's very exciting. This book came together very beautifully, and I'd like to introduce the Executive Director, Katie Porter, who will talk a little bit about the sponsors behind this work. So welcome, Katie Porter, and welcome, audience. Thank you, everyone, for being here, panelists. Katie Porter.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to The Stranger is My Friend. This is the culminating project of a 2-year partnership with Glocally Connected, where we have had the privilege. Sorry, is that me making feedback? Anybody tell me? Let's see, okay, hopefully that's better. So sorry, false start. So this is the culminating project of 2 years of working together with Glocally Connected. It has been really a very moving project, that getting to know all of the women and getting to know the work of Glocally Connected and the good that they are doing in this community for our local refugee families. And we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the partnership of the California Arts Council's Cultural Pathways grant. And that is a grant in support of organizations that are working directly with communities of color and refugees and smaller segments of the community that don't often get the support that they need in order to thrive. So we also had support from the E. Rhodes and Leona B. Carpenter Foundation. And to facilitate some of our programs, we worked with California State University San Bernardino, their SKIP program, which you might be aware of through our programs for children at some of our local elementary schools. But SKIP stands for Students and Coyotes Instruction in Poetry and Prose. And these are graduate students in the liberal arts who are learning to be teachers and learning to be writers. And they go out into the community. And we were very lucky to be able to partner with them to host 2 years of summer programs for the children and the women of Glocally Connected. So I would like to turn it over now to Celine Nielsen, who is the director of Glocally Connected, and she can tell you a little bit more about the program and the kinds of services that they offer. So welcome, Celine.
Okay, I had to unmute. So thank you so much, Katie. This couldn't have been possible without your support and your interest in our organization and our mission, basically. I want to talk a little bit about Glocally Connected, but I wanted to give you our heartfelt thank you for bringing this together and getting, the issue known with the larger community. So Glocally Connected is both federally and state registered nonprofit organization, and it is we started it in 2015 together with Sherry because of the dire situation in the world the refugees are facing. So there are about 60 million refugees worldwide, and every community has refugees, basically. And refugees are people who are forced away from their homes. And so addressing this, getting the communities involved was a good way to start people's attention towards what is happening in the world. So we started this organization in our local community, trying to find out if there are refugees, and how could we support them, how could we bring the community together and connect with each other without leaving any gaps. And we also do it globally as well. We have supported refugees all the way on the other side of the world, trying to meet needs, especially educational needs, in Turkey with Syrian refugees. And so what we do is that we have certain programs. Of course, we would like to start educational programs. We have the ESL classes to bring the community members being connected to each other, and we have certain other programs in order to include refugees into our communities, this is one of those programs. And so Glocally Connected is a nonprofit organization. Basically, all of our contributors are volunteers. People volunteer to contribute, to bring the community together, to teach, to give rides, to donate. So we have been so lucky that we've been really supported by our community tremendously in our journey. And we are, going strong, and we are also contributing further. And I will talk a little bit, more about that maybe at the end of this program. And this book especially is important for us. It hits us in the heart because it's about home, what home means to all of us. And Nikia was just so kind to bring this forward, and all our innermost emotions came out, and when we addressed what home is, because sometimes home is not a geographical location. So with this in mind, please listen to these poems, and I'm sure everybody will identify something in these poems within their own hearts, because what we found out with Glocally Connected is that we are closer and more alike with each other than we are different. So with this in mind, please, follow us, follow what we're doing, and Google us and find out about Glocally Connected. And also, if you would like to be involved, how you can be involved. Thank you so much, Katie. That's all I have right now. And then later on, I will read my poem. But I do appreciate this whole program and what you have done for us.
Well, thank you, Celine. This has been really a privilege for us to have this opportunity to partner with you and to work with you, Celine, and with Sherry McKay on all of these workshops that were led by Inlandia's literary laureate, Nikia Cheney, and also with some support from Christina Guillen, who you met earlier. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Sherry to talk about her contribution and take on the project and the work that she has done with this community. So welcome, Sherry McKay.
Thank you, Katie. Yes, I like to share just how this book came to be. And a big part of it is thanks to Inlandia Institute and Katie Porter. She was with us every step of the way, from applying to get the grant, and to bringing the facilitators to the class, to coming to the class herself. And this is truly a really special project for me. I started the ESL class in 2016 with a group of Afghan women. And I soon learned that they really were powerful women, and they had something to share. And thanks to Inlandia, we wrote our first book with them a couple of years back called A Taste of Afghanistan. And with that book, we shared poetry, but also there it is. And we also shared amazing recipes from Afghanistan. So that was the first project with them. And this project started with Nikia coming to our class, and the very first class, Katie had found out about this really beautiful oral tradition called Lande, which is a form of poetry in Afghanistan. And we based our first poems, it was inspired by these couplets. And I encourage anyone here who's not heard of Lande, Landay, to really look up these poems. They're beautiful and powerful. So here I was teaching a group of women and all different levels of English, but we knew they had something to say. And with the help of their friends, sometimes we would write them in Pashto or in Farsi, and you'll see in the book that different languages are represented, which is really beautiful. But what we knew is that everyone in our community had a very important voice to share. And we wanted the voices to come not only from the women, but from all the volunteers who Celine talked about. The volunteers really without the volunteers, we wouldn't have our programming. So we wanted the voices of our volunteers, the voices of the women, the voices of the children to come together to create this book. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Sherry. So at this time, I'm going to introduce Nikia Cheney, who facilitated months and months of workshops with the women, and her research into the Lande form was what helped us jump into these poems. So Nikia Cheney, Inlandia Literary Laureate, welcome.
Hello, you guys. Thank you so much for Inlandia, for Globally Connected, and for all you beautiful, wonderful, wonderful writers and women who participated in this project. I'll start just really quickly by reading the poem in the beginning of the book. I have another poem in there that I could read later on, but I just want to kind of give you a feel and a taste of what these workshops were like. So this is in the very beginning of the book. I was a stranger in this land. Then you came closer with open arms and a full plate. So now I take your hand. This was my favorite workshop to do. I've done a lot of workshops. I'm kind of a little bit of a workaholic. So I've done a lot of different workshops for a lot of different organizations and groups. But there was something very special about this workshop because no matter what we did, the heart was always, always there in the room. We started, like Katie was talking about and what Sherry was talking about, with the SKIP program at Cal State San Bernardino. And that book that came out of that, A Taste of Afghanistan, my daughter is actually in that book. We had children and we had participants who were very young, and we helped the women with recipes and looking at food and things like that. But I remember we talked about, me and Allison Gifredo, who was a co-lead to that project, we talked about really wanting to give the women a chance to express themselves and to kind of honor that. So later on, after I became literary laureate, I was asked to come back to the program and to work with the women again. And I really kind of sat there and I worried about it a little bit. I thought to myself, what can I bring to this workshop, right? I was raised Muslim, alhamdulillah, which is really good. But at the same time, I'm a Black American. So our cultures are really, really different. Our languages are really, really different. And then I'm an educator and I'm a poet. And I'm thinking to myself, what can I really bring to this workshop? I felt so blind coming without that and doing that. But as soon as I walked in, it was something totally surprising that happened, because the women there were so brave and so compassionate and so honest and so strong that they really, really, truly inspired me in my own journey in life. And every day we'd laugh. Every day we'd laugh over something, and we'd find such joy in our stories and our lives. And, laughter doesn't need to be translated. So kind of a typical day in the workshop would happen like this. I'd go in, I'd maybe write something on the board, a word or an idea. And then, because I'd add something, I'm like, okay, this might be a little complicated. And then Freba, she would come in with a big smile of hers and she would translate it. And then it was like an explosion. The room would just come alive. The women would start talking and laughing, and they went right to writing And it was just beautiful to see how attentive they paid to, how much attention they paid to getting their words on paper, getting their ideas and their thoughts on paper, and ultimately sharing their lives. So I just really want to thank the women who participated in this, because I feel like I learned how to laugh when I want to cry. I learned how to hope when I felt that the world was cruel. And I learned how to love anyone, the stranger, right? The stranger who grew up differently from me. So that's it, you guys. This was a really awesome, fun workshop to run. So thank you.
Thank you, Nikia. This really was wonderful, and it took all of us. It took a village to come together each month, each week, to talk about the poems. And Freba did a wonderful job with translating. Often things had to be translated in 2 different languages, almost simultaneously, 3 languages, English and Pashto and Dari. So I'm going to turn it over to Freba, who will get us started, and she can talk a little bit about her work. Welcome, Freba.
Yeah, thank you. It's my pleasure and honor to be part of this amazing organization. And I did my job, but really think which I want to say is language is not important. It's the feeling and the expressions, and these things is so important in our class in Glocally connected, which they share every woman when different with different language and culture, but we feel we are the same things. We are the same. We are from one. And yes, it was amazing workshop for all of us, for all ladies who are participating in this class. And I especially I say thanks from Inlandia Institute and Glocally Connected, who gave us this opportunity to write down our feeling in a book, and it be like a good memory and forgiveness memory in this book. Also, everyone can read and reach to and touch our feeling. I try my best to translate in Pashto, from Pashto to English or Dari, or then translate it in from English to Dari. Yeah, I try my best. Then when I got the book, it was amazing for me, and I'm proud for myself, for my kids who are in this part of this book, and other Afghan ladies, their family also they proud. I say thank you. And then yeah, it is amazing book. It's really, if you can get and reach this, you can touch our heart. Yeah. Thank you everyone. And it's my yeah, I'm proud of this book and organization which was part of this. Thank you, friends.
Well, Freba, would you like to read a poem from the book?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I wrote a poem. It is on behalf of my friend who are in this class. As you know, Afghanistan is a war country. Since more than 14 years is war continuing, and most of us, men and women, they don't have they didn't have opportunity to go to school, and they have a dream. One day they can go to school and they have the book and notebook and write it down something. But most of them is the woman can't this to they can reach their dream. And I wrote a little their feeling and their dream in this poem. And it is when they come to United States and they reach their dream, and they go to Glocally connected class, and they take the pen for first time. It's very unforgive moment for them to get the pen and pencil and write it down their name for first time. I wrote this poem. Education Dreams. I wrote this poem on behalf of my friends. I dreamed a little dreams of me, having a pen writing for me. In blue sky, what I see, having chance to read. And rainbow school come to me, but it was a dream just for me. I pray for it to come to me. He sent angels to me to teach me ABC and D. Yeah, thank you.
Yay. Thank you, Friba. That was lovely.
Salong ba ko lagi? Bawakin maliit na si...
So I'm looking to see, our next reader is Nazreen, but I don't think she has arrived just yet. I would like to introduce Fazia and her daughter to read her poems from the book. So let me find Fazia on our list. There you are. And okay, so Fazia, I'm putting you on the screen, and if you would like to add your video and unmute yourself, then please do. Let's see. Whoop. It's not letting me. I think Fazia, if you start your video, then I will be able to spotlight it. Oh, did we lose Fazia? I'm sorry. Okay. Well, she'll be back. How about Adila? Would you like to share from the book? Great.
Yes.
All right. Welcome. Thank you, Adila.
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcia, Adila's daughter, and I'm going to read my mom's poem.
Okay.
I'm strong and open. I wonder how to support my children. I hear the Quran. I see my children graduate. I want a house. I'm strong and open. I pretend I'm a bird. I feel happy when I see all my family. I touch the skin of my baby. I worry about my family in Afghanistan. I try to believe in happiness. I dream of always being here. I hope to see myself reach. I'm strong and open.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Were there any other pieces, or is there anything else that you would like to say at this time?
Yeah, there's some more.
Okay.
When me and my children sit together, I feel happy and relaxed. When Sarah gives me a hug, Sarah is my little sister, and I feel good. I feel good smell, and I'm so happy because my daughters finish school soon.
Very good.
And there's I wear a scarf because my God becomes happy. I feel comfortable and I like it. I wear a scarf because my God becomes happy. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we had a really moving afternoon during the workshops over the summer, where all of the women brought a scarf to share the story behind it and what it meant to them. And let me see, I'd like to share the screen. I'm going to show you the scarf image. All of the ladies laid their scarves side by side, and the summer program took place at St. George's Episcopal Church in Riverside, and it happened, I think it was shortly after the 4th of July, so there was still some decor around, and right in the middle of the kitchen table was an American flag. And sorry, I am finding the image for you, so bear with me. Well, here, I can show you. I'll show this. Let's see. This is a page from the book where one of the women drew a scarf, and you can see some of the work. They did different types of activities that were tactile and involved art. Many of the poems are translated into Dari or Pashto. Here's another scarf. Oh, and you can see too, so both languages are represented in the book. And another of the scarves. Here we go. So all of the ladies had laid their scarves out across the table, and we were trying to take one picture of the scarves. And I think it might have been Freba, but I'm not sure, but one of them grabbed the American flag and put it right smack in the middle. And I think that it was just a very moving moment, and they are a part of our country and a part of the fabric of this country. And we love that you are here, and thank you for sharing the stories of your scarves. I think I'd like to introduce Sherry to read her poem next. So Sherry, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I would come together twice a week with these amazing women. And I started with 4 women in the class, and only 2 hours each day. And I was really like, okay, we only have 2 hours. We need to get down to like learning English. We need to learn grammar and reading and writing. But they soon taught me that no. We are coming together in friendship, and we need each other. And I just soon fell in love with all of them, and our class became so much more. So this is my poem about our class, and it's called Something Magical. And like that, it started with 4, with the intention to teach English. I tried to confine you to lessons, but you knew that you needed each other, and the rest of you followed, often timid and cautious of us, and unsure of yourselves. But you were reassured by each other, because they, your friends, understood. They had been there, and now it was getting better. But this was not enough. Your community needed to expand. New friends wanted to welcome you, wanted to do this for you. It came. At first taken aback, because unlike any other class, we cried, we prayed, we loved, we laughed, we celebrated. Always with acceptance, and gradually a shift occurred. It just wasn't for you, it was for us. We all needed the purity of expression that we learned from you. We became family. The love will not allow a break. It seems like it is bigger than any one of us. So we'll continue to come together to create opportunities, memories, and peace in our hearts. Thank you.
That is so touching, and I think evidence of the profound effect that this work has had on all of us. Tamina, I would like to introduce you next, and if you would like to read, and I think Mansour is with you, if that, I will welcome. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
سلام به همگی.
Welcome.
ببخشید یک ذره دیر رسیدم. خب حالا من بخونم قصه خدا. I am Tamina Nuri. I hope to become a citizen. I hope to speak better English. I hope my daughters will become doctors and my son engineers. I believe in God.
Oh, thank you. Do you have any others you would like to share? Or no?
My daughters share.
Okay, well, wonderful.
Hi. Just
Yeah, the children all created art and wrote as well. So here she is.
I had fun with the teachers, and the best part is drawing. Another one, I love teachers. The best part is I love pipe cleaners. I am proud of myself and matter. My goal is to get straight fours, and my goal is to get a bowl of ice cream. My goal is to help my mom with cleaning the house, and my goal is to practice. My goal is to practice soccer.
Yay.
I'm done.
Good goals. Well, so I will share. Some of the children did. Is Mansour your brother? I think.
He's gonna come.
He's going to come. So here is one of the self-portraits the children did. They are so sweet and lovely. So thank you. Let's go to, and we can come back to Mansour unless he's coming right now.
Yes, he is coming.
He's coming. Okay. So I can show you a few more pages from the book if anybody would like to see.
Hi.
Hi, welcome. So we have one of Mansour's poems here. And
my goal is to go to school. Why? This is my goal, to be smart, because I will improve math writing. My favorite subject is math subject. My favorite game is tag. This year I want to go to the beach.
He reads fast.
I had fun with the teacher. They helped me out a lot. We drew. My best friend Bashir had fun with me. It was fun. My drawings was funny. My friends laughed and laughed. We had fun.
great job. So thank you so much, Tamina. That was wonderful.
Welcome.
So Next, I would like to introduce, let's see who, Latifa, would you like to share some work? And here we go. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay. So Latifa, would you like to share your work?
Yeah, I shared in Farsi about the grammar.
Great.
درباره گرامان نوشتیم. مادر بسیار زن خوب و مهربان است. من نمیتوانم تشریح کنم. من که بسیار زن خوب و مهربان است. بیشتر زندگی را برایم about and grammar نوشتیم. زندگی و در مکتب و درس‌هایم کمک میکرد. برایم لباس و وسایل مکتب تهیه میکنم و آرزوی زندگی خوب برایش میکنم. فعلا در شرایط مشکل قرار دارد. جنگ است، وضعیت اقتصادی خراب است. من هر شب به الله متعال برای صحت و سلامتی و زندگی آرام برای دعا میکنم. الله متعال او را در هر دنیا مورد رحمت خود قرار بدهد.
Thank you, Latifa. I think we're having some connectivity problems, but thank you. Let's see. So, hello again. How about Fazia? Shall we try again? Hi, Fazia. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to share some of your work?
Yeah, I read my daughter for me.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
She said, friends for 1 year. She smiles all the time. She's beautiful. The possibilities are good. Her words are good. Her heart is good. She's friendly. Her personality is good.
Very nice.
And then, do I read mine?
Yes, please.
Okay. I'm caring and smart. I wonder how people went through things in the past. I hear waterfalls. I see pink and blue clouds. I want a good job. I'm caring and smart. I pretend to finish high school at 16. I feel I will be successful in life. I touch the rainbow. I try coloring my drawings. I dream to be an artist. I hope for world peace. I am caring and smart.
And that you are. Thank you for sharing your poems. And
thank you.
Thank you, Fazia.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm so happy we were able to do this over Zoom. I know we can't be together in person right now, but I think this is the next best thing, and I'm happy that everyone is here. Farishta, we have not heard from you yet, have we? No. See, I don't see your video. There we go. So, welcome, Farishta. Would you like to share from the book?
Thank you. Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum bakolagi. Berasa. کدام میشه به خانم فریبا جان از خدا یا از سمو؟
هر کدام که میخوانی فرشته جان، انتخاب با خودت است.
خوازی شعر کل ما که گروپکی جور کردیم انگلیسیش نسرین میخوانه؟
با پشتوش شما بایید.
صحیح است میره خواب خانم.
اگر دوش میخوانی انگلیسی و پشتو هر دوره میتونی.
ما میگم یا پشتو را نمیفهمین دیگه.
باید بخوانی به زبان داشت.
When I came This poem is when not just my poem is this is when we make it for we all friend group like Ziagul, Nasreen, Adila, Mahbuba, and Famida and me. When I came to this strong country, this strong place, every day I am so past upset. The tears follow, tears follow on my face.
Hello, not follow.
Flow on my face. I miss my country, in my family, in my old home. My eyes stay red with crying. I feel so alone when suddenly I think about how hard and difficult this all is, and a, a person appears in front of me just like this and changes my sudden saddens sadness and makes my pain pass, and we came together in class in love in love in love.
Thank you. Okay. Let me show you the poem too.
Read the Pashto.
Mhm. So this was a group poem, and it's written in English and in Pashto. Yeah.
Pashto شو بخون فشتره.
خو پښتوش مېګه کله چې زه راغلم دې ناشنا ملک ته ټوله ورځ به زه ناسته په ژړا ومه رادېده به راته خپل او پردي واړه تل به سرې سترګې زه ناسته په ژړا ومه ناڅاپه ناست وم یوه ورځ ډوبه فکرونو کې راغلو راته مخکې یو نفر حیرانوونکې وه بدل مې شو دردونه او فکرونه ټول راغلو موږ دې کلاس ته په خندا شو ټول.
Thank you so much. That was lovely to hear.
You're welcome.
Okay. Did you want to share anything else, or was that?
My daughter wants to read.
Yes, please.
Hi, everybody. My goal is to be a doctor. Why this is my goal? To be like Daddy. I will improve my writing. My favorite subject is music. My favorite game is tag. This year I want to go to Afghanistan.
Very good. Thank you. That was excellent.
John, we will get.
All right. Thank you so much. So let's go to Celine to share a poem. And then we have a couple more. So
Thank you, Katie.
thank you.
As everybody knows, I'm also an immigrant in this country, and home is a different concept. You know, it's usually it's the people that make a place worthwhile and where you feel home. So this is my poem called Home. Home is where I feel myself the most, where I don't have to be brave, I don't have to be strong, I don't have to be judged. Home is warm, home is soft. No cold shoulder from your neighbor, no sharp words that pierce your heart. Home smells good, like the breath of your newborn, like a newly showered cheek to kiss. Home is where I'm always wanted, always missed, always greeted with eyes sparkling and a smile, or a lick from your furry friend, or a soft jump on your lap with a purr. Home sounds good, like the laughter that leaves you breathless, like the bed squeaking when jumped on. Home is where I'm always welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope that everyone here now feels that this is home. And that was lovely, Celine. Thank you. Nazreen has joined us. Nazreen, would you like to share? Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like to share a poem from the book?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I want to share my I am home. I am kind and honest and creative. I wonder about my family. I hear Surah Al-Rahman and it makes me feel relaxed. I see my children playing. I want my own business. I am kind and honest. I pretend to be a journalist. I feel hopeful that I have a happy family. I taught my children's face. I worry about people fighting. I try to be honest. I dream about having my non-profit. I hope to be happy and successful. I am kind and honest.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nazreen.
Thank you.
That
You're
was
welcome.
lovely. So at this time, I would like to introduce, let's see, Husna. Do we have both Husna and Mesbah here, or just, hi, Freeba. Let's see.
Yes. Husna's here.
Would she like to share from the book?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Okay, where is, oh, here we are. I see. Lots of faces. Hi, Husna. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, my name is Husna. So I wrote a poem. It's called Smiley Faces. My hometown is Kabul. You can always do what you want to do in life. That is what they taught us. Home is where you live, faces full of happiness and joy. More and more, eat so you can live, speak so you can love yourself. Keep your words to yourself. Animals can be fun, beautiful sisters can be by your side. Long time no see, eyes can be blind, but do your best. Smiley faces.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That was
Thank you.
lovely. Thank you, Husna. So I would like to introduce Mesbah now. She is the cover artist for the book, and there's also another piece of her art in at the back, just piece. So let's hear a little bit about her work.
Hello everyone. I'm Mesbah, and I did the art for the cover and the last page of the book, and it's my pleasure and an honor that you beautiful ladies and especially my mom gave me, and I'm so happy that I'm here and talking about my art. So first of all, I just want to talk about this last the last page art I did. It's actually a pop art. I did it like let me show you the original one. So this is the art. And I did this almost 3 years ago when I was in high school, and I it's actually a pop art, and the idea was to like print, not like just do it like it wasn't an imagination working. It was like printing from other pictures, combining other pictures in an art. So there, this image is actually from a magazine. The only thing that that been changed is this symbol. It was a heart, and I changed it to peace symbol just to present peace. The background is actually those um, lines in the flag, and the stars represent as the flag represents the states. The stars in the shirt represents the stars in the United States flag. So it's actually this art is actually telling us that we want peace in the United States and everywhere in the whole entire world. So yeah, and that's all about this one. And the second one that is in the cover, this is the original one. This was also a project a project that I had in high school. This is watercolor artwork, and for the background, these black buildings, I use marker. So this actually represents the diversity in the United States. The sky, the colors in the sky, those represents the diversity of race in the United States. That we can find any race here, any ethnicities, and these, as you can see, the worship places. This part actually represents the diversity of religion and freedom that well, as you know, here everyone has the choice of their own religion and everything, that not in world that not other countries, not every other countries have. So I just want to represent that, and also I wanted to represent the United States, because everyone knows the United States as the Statue of Liberty. So I just wanted to use that as to represent the United States. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Beautiful. It's nice to hear the story of the art and what the different images represent.
And once again, thank you all for including me in this beautiful book. Thank you.
We are privileged to have it. Thank you for it. So I'm going to turn it back to Celine, I think, to talk about where and how readers can, or listeners today, can get a copy of the book. And I will show the website as well.
Hi. So you can email info@glocallyconnected.org and to request to purchase books, so with your address, and you can pay on our website. In the first page of our website, when you click donate, then you can donate $25, and then you can put it in notes that it's for the book, and fill in, you would have to fill in your address and name and everything. So then when I get the email from you, and I'll check if you have paid for it, I'll just send it to you as soon as possible. So you can order the books like that.
Okay. So we put the website and the email address in the chat. So for anyone who is interested, or just reach out to myself, Katie Porter, or Christina Guillen, and we will direct you. So thank you. So I will turn it back over. Do we have, a couple more things I'll share before we leave is in the book, in addition to the poems, some of the pages have a QR code. And during our summer program, one of the last things that we did is we recorded some of the women reading their poems. So if you were to go to that page in the book and use the QR reader on your phone, if you scan it, that will play what the author is reading her poem. So and also if you wanted to hear one, I can share, let's see. I have our Glocally connected SoundCloud page up, and so if you just search Inlandia Institute and Glocally Connected on SoundCloud, then you will find many different poems by the women. These are their I am poems. They're very personal, and we're grateful to them for sharing them with us. So thank you all for coming today, and I'll turn it over to Christina. Okay.
Thank you, Katie. So before we close, I wanted to read a couple of poems that came to me in the few classes that I was privileged to join. A little backstory, the first poem is called Spiders in Their Country. And this story came about, or this poem came about because there was a spider in the classroom. And how many of us in the audience will scream or run away if we see a spider? Well, in this situation, that was not the case. And I will tell you that these women are very brave and they are not afraid of nature. And it's very refreshing to see that. So this is called Spiders in Their Country. There is a big woolly spider in our classroom. I am afraid to touch her, but I don't want her to get hurt. While I look for a cup to carry her outside with, a woman with her head covered stands up. With one hand, she grabs the spider and walks outside. They say spiders in their country are not mean. They accept and respect them. They say poison makes them afraid and mean. The women know about poison, but I'm here to tell how the students in this class are diamonds cut in such a way that they shine in all directions, like spider webs connecting everything everywhere. And I truly feel that way, that the women in this class and the children just shine so much light. And one thing that I wish that the book had was a QR code of just the laughter throughout the class. It was just a beautiful sound, and you just thought you were walking in on a holiday, a celebration every time. The last poem is called Sacred Class. Sacred Class. The classroom is a sacred place where the broken pieces can come back. The women's authenticity makes it easy to breathe. Their light sings to the surface with shining smiles and sparkling eyes, reminding me. Zia makes 5-star Afghan food on a Wednesday and gives it away. In the classroom, the women build a mosque. Their tears send golden spires to the sky. The smiles in their eyes lay colorful tile. Their laughter forms strong walls. Their warmth curls the air with incense smoke. Their gentleness is the sweet melody of prayer. The children's silliness and wonder play like flower petals in the east. They say, it's okay not to know. It's okay to pander in the dark. A world of adventure. Ah, now I remember. Best day ever, they shout on the playground, their laughter like sun meeting frost. Dearness is their fearlessness, joyousness their courage. Humble students and wise teachers, all of them learning by their giving. So that was kind of, I really can't do it justice. Just being in person with these women and with these children is really the fullest way to experience and to enjoy them in person. But, we all did our best and we all expressed ourselves and had so much fun. The women came together each time and just burst with laughter and hugs and kisses and food. And tears. It was just the whole rainbow. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this event as much as we all enjoyed creating the book and joining the classroom and joining together. Thank you to all of the Glocally connected participants and leaders. Thank you to our presenters who have all joined us and given such a great presentation of their work. Thank you to the audience, the sponsors, California Arts Council, the E. Rhodes and Leona B. Carpenter Foundation. And again, the book is available if you contact Glocally Connected. Any other last words? Maybe Nakia, would you like to say anything, say your goodbyes or anything else?
Yeah, you know, I mean, the chat's public, so I think my phone number and my email is up there. So please stay in touch with me. You don't realize how much I've missed you guys as well, too. This was an honor to be a participant in and an honor to lead this workshop. Again, there's no way to describe it, how you can just be in a place and everyone's so different and everyone's coming in so many different ways, but you feel so good because you feel that heart that's in the room. So I'm just going to share this last poem here. And I kind of think this is what we all kind of are witnessing a little bit, just in the reading and in the book and seeing each other again, which is really cool. That's like a reunion. So this is just what it felt like to teach that workshop, what it felt like to be in the room. I sit in a room of beauty, like stars or trees. They shine with joy and the friendships they've created. I see one smile ignite like a burst of sunlight and spread until the room glows in gold. How rich we have become, how honored we are to witness and bathe such stunning joy. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Nakia. Thank you, everyone. I think that will conclude our program for today, but let's stay in touch and stay well and go in friendship, and we will see you all again sometime. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Feel free to unmute and say goodbye.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Inlandia Institute. Thank you, poets. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.